Good morning and welcome back to the Resilient Mindset video on a very sunny Wednesday morning today. What I want to talk about today is something I'm actually found myself dropping into as not a great habit at all, and that's comparing with others. Now, our psychology does this. It actually looks for comparisons with others and then starts to look at a lack in yourself. And again, it's rooted again to very primitive thinking within us about almost a survival instinct part, really, that is comparing with others and then, I say typically, actually looking at the failings in ourselves in comparison. And the other thing we can do as well, I guess, is comparing from a place of envy. And I guess we may have all had this kind of thoughts over the last sort of few weeks. I've had moments where I thought, I wish I was employed and I've got a guaranteed salary. I wish I was self-employed, because actually as a solo limited business we're getting no help from the government at the minute, and self-employed people are, and I don't really see the difference. You see people who are being furloughed, and yeah, people are going down to 80% of their salary, but again, as somebody who's lost a fair amount of business, and I'm sure there are a lot of other people out there who run their own business, they may be thinking that they wish they were in a place where they could be sat at home and earning 80% of their salary. So we can all get into these kind of habits of comparing with others. You might be thinking, oh, my business is not so well suited to the current climate. Some businesses are much more online and so can adapt, and you sort of wish that you were there. All of this really is very destructive and pointless thinking. And it's way better to just focus on where you are and where you want to go and start taking steps to get there. And that's all that's important, really. I mean, again, some of those examples from me, as a solo limited business, I can be part of the groups that influence the government to try and change that. The Institute of Directors are trying to influence the government. But to all intents and purposes, I may as well focus on where I am and what I need to do to get myself out of that from a financial management perspective, really. And if it's about your business changing shape, then I'm starting to make changes there and do that. So for you, watch yourself and observe yourself when you get into this trap of starting to compare yourself with others, and particularly you will do that from a place of lack. That's fundamentally the case typically with the human psychology. You will do that and pull yourself out of it and just think, I am where I am, and there are good things about my life in comparison with other people. There can be things that aren't so good if I look for those. But what's more important is focusing on where you are and where you want to get to, and how you can get yourself through all of these difficulties, both psychologically and practically. So my main message on the Resilient Mindset video today is to be mindful when you're getting into that compare and contrast with others. Pull yourself out of it. Just get yourself back and focusing on yourself, your world, the people around you, and what you can do to change that.